Have you ever walked on water? No? Okay, well, you're about to. And for some of you all, you already are walking, but you don't realize it yet. Come on, somebody. We don't know how the bills are getting paid, but they're getting paid. We're not making enough money, but somehow God is making a way. We don't have everything that we need to go forth and do well, but somehow we're doing well. You're walking on water. You don't know how it's getting done, but you're doing it. You don't know how you're able to raise them kids by yourself, but you're doing it. You don't know how you're able to maintain and keep yourself together, but you're doing it. You're walking on water. Come on. It's not just fear that caused Peter to sink when he was walking on water, but it's his doubt when doubt crept in. You see, the miracle already happened. Some of us are in the midst of a miracle, but the problem is God needs you to focus. Stop focusing on what you're doing and focus on the one who's doing it. Focus on the one whose spirit abides within you that's allowing you to get it done. Focus on God. You got to guard your focus in this season. Hear me when I say this. It is familiar spirits that's coming dressed up as new identities. Can I give that to you? Can we sit with that for a minute? I said it's familiar spirits that's coming dressed up as new identities. That means that these are spirits who already knew about you. Let me tell you something, that Satan is not a creator. He cannot create anything. So therefore what he does is he try to put his same spirit in a new body, in a new friend, in a new man, in a new relationship, in a new job, in a new, come on. It's new, but it ain't new. Do you hear me? Is you listening? Beware of people coming in asking you for all of your information. The Holy Spirit showed me a vision, and in this vision, it was a woman sitting there, and the woman was sitting in an unfamiliar space. She was in an unfamiliar territory. She was an unfamiliar jurisdiction, and she began to see somebody who she realized she knew, who she thought she knew, right? And she said, "Hey, auntie," but this person wasn't her auntie. This person looked like her auntie, right? Dressed like her auntie. She realized it was something different. It was not her auntie. Through prayer, God began to show me that that's what the enemy is doing in this hour. He's sending you people who look like they mean you well. He's sending you people who are disguising themselves as kingdom. He's sending you people who are disguising themselves as your friend, right? But they're not. They're not. Be careful of people who are asking you all about you and you know nothing about them. Be careful of people always wanting to know what you got up your sleeve, what you doing next, what's your plans, what's your goals. All of those people who are always inquiring about information on you, but you know nothing about them. Tell you something, when we start telling people our plans and what we got going on and our goals and stuff like that, people can talk against what you're doing. People can start talking against what you're doing because they can't do it for themselves. They don't believe it'll happen for themselves. So how in the world are they going to be able to see it or take grabs of it happening for you? So for example, if God told you to write a book, if God told you to buy a house, if God told whatever it is that God told you to do, and you go and you be like, listen, I'm gonna do this idea. You know, I got this bright idea that I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And then they be like, you sure? Okay, well, make sure you have this, make sure you da-da-da-da, make sure you da-da-da. That's when you allow doubt to start creeping in. You don't need confirmation on what God said. Hear me. In the beginning was the word was with God, the word was God, huh? It's the confirmation. The word is the confirmation in itself. The word is the confirmation in itself. You just need to be obedient. It's when we try to make it logical, it's when we try to get other people's opinions, is when we allow doubt to creep in, right? So when Peter was walking on the water, the miracle had already happened. He was already doing it. He was already doing it. He was already walking on water. It's not until he looked at the wind. Oh, Lord, I'm really out here on this water. I'm really doing this thing. He began to sink. It wasn't just fear. It was what he saw. It was what he saw. And when you can't even see. Come on, somebody. When you can't even see. And I keep looking around because y'all know I'm at work. But when you can't even see, you can't even see when. You hear it. You can hear the wind when it's howling. You can hear the wind. The only way you see wind is when you see it moving through the trees. Peter saw the wind crashing against the waves. How it was making the waves rock back and forth. Come on. And he began to sink because of that doubt. Because of that doubt, he let the doubt set in. But if he would have stayed focused on God, he would have continued to walk. He was already in the midst of the miracle. So can I give this to you? You were in a season where you're already in the midst of a miracle. Hear me on today. You were in a season where you're already in the midst of the miracle, but God needs you to concentrate and keep your focus on him. That means cut out distractions. That means stop eating what's not feeding you. That means stop eating what's not nourishing you. That means stop entertaining what can't go with you to your next. Can I give you this? You're on a new level. You're on a new level. You have been promoted. You have graduated. But guess what they say? New level, new devils. You're up against some devils that you ain't never been up against before, boo. So this is why it's so important that in the middle, you keep your focus. Keep your focus. Whatever it is that God is asking, requiring, told you to do, stay focused on God. You got to get locked in, sister. You got to get locked in, bruh. You got to get locked in. You got to be locked in and keep your focus. This is not the time for you to be telling everybody what God told you. This is not the time for you to be telling everybody your goals and telling everybody your plans and telling everybody your aspirations, your dreams, what it is that you want to do. If you want to speak it so bad, go in the mirror and speak it to yourself. Go in the mirror and speak it to yourself. Be silent in this season. How God is about to bless you, the ways that he's already blessing you, the ways that he's already been making a way. Be silent. Guard your mouth in this season. Do not let your mouth interrupt what's already happening. You're already walking on water. Do not let your mouth, hear me when I say this, I'm trying to make it as simple as I can. Don't let your mouth interrupt what God is up to, what's already happening. You're in the midst of a miracle. And sometimes the difference between you being in the midst of a miracle and somebody else is simply because you stepped out. It's simply because you stepped out. Peter had not only the courage enough, right? But he was so focused on God that whatever I see God doing, I think I can do it too. I know I can do it too, huh? So he didn't doubt at first because all he asked God was, God, bid me to come. Can I come? Can I stunt like my daddy? Can I stunt like my daddy? I see you walking on the water. Can I? I can? Bet. Okay, so it's things that you've been asking God. It's things that you've been praying about. It's things that you have already seeds that you have already sown that you probably already forgot about, right? Okay, and now those things spring forth. Come on, I'm talking about God doing a new thing. I'm talking about God doing a new thing, and I ain't trying to give you too much, but I need you to pay attention, and I need you to get it, and I need you to replay this message as many times as you can, and get it in your spirit, and go back and pray about it, because God is doing a new thing, and I don't want you to put your mouth on something that God is already in the midst of doing. You're already walking on water. The miracle is already springing forth. Come on. But I need you to keep your focus on God. Keep your focus on God. Don't worry about how am I getting it done. Don't let that doubt creep in. Lord, I know you did it before. God, I know you paid my rent last month. Are you going to be able to pay it this month? Huh? I know I had money for it. I know you made a way for me last month. Are you going to do the same thing this month? Huh? God, I know you brought me out last time, but can you bring me out this time? Come on. We serve the same God who is the same yesterday, today, and forevermore. Don't you forget. Don't you forget. I hope this helps. I love you.